Pods in. Um, cool. Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, so assuming that you can't hear me, because we're gonna leave this video up. As I mentioned before, trying to make sure that we're staying on the daily videos. And some days when my schedule is all over the place, I will have to do these live chats. And as always, what we'll do is we'll open the floor for questions, and then we will put timestamps with all of the questions in the comments in the video description. Sorry, my voice all messed up. Watching football all damn weekend. We'll put all the timestamps in the video description so you can, if you're watching this later on, you can just hop to whatever question you want. All right, so yeah, let's open up. Trying to stick to these daily videos, so occasionally we doing the lives. I've got these AirPods. I always thought they looked really silly, but you know what I'm saying? They are hella comfortable and they do seem to work well. So what's going on? Where is everybody from? Um, where is everybody repping? Hit me with some likes if y'all mess with the Hatter Rap crew. Um, I see the question is, when will we announce the winner of the free studio? We did yesterday. So if you look on the upload section, we did announce the winner. Kurdistan, California, South America, Tampa, Philly. That's what's up. I'm from Philly originally. I don't know if y'all know that. Um, Scotland, UK, mate. All right, you from the UK? Yo, um, hey, the question is, how do I get myself into the creative mindset? I know I have the bars, but it's hard to get them. Um, all right, so first off, the creative mindset, as I define it, is something where you're always thinking of different ways to take what you've learned and put it into a new format. A creative mindset applies to anything in life, right? So, I might watch even how to rap started. I saw that people were doing how to play guitar videos on YouTube, how to sing videos on YouTube, and I knew how to rap. So I was like, why aren't there any rap teaching videos? This back in the day. So I started a channel teaching people how to rap. So creativity is not limited to just rap, right, or whatever. And I think this is important for new rappers to remember, because what they do often is they think, well, I have to become a good rapper, and then that's where my creativity stops, or that's only time I have to be creative, which is not the case. You got to be creative with your marketing. You've got to be creative with your personality, your humor. You've got to be creative all across the board. So a creative mindset applies to everything that's going to make you a compelling artist to people who would spend money to support you. Now, I know I have the bars, right? The second half of the question. I know I have the bars, but I just can't get them. I don't know what that means. You're probably not writing enough. Uh, for me, in my experience, when I struggle with being creative, it's usually because I'm not practicing creativity often enough. So, for example, with how to rap, there were periods during the channel where I wasn't releasing videos for months on end. So when I came back, you can imagine shooting videos, talking to a live camera was a lot more difficult because I was out of practice, right? My creativity muscle wasn't being flexed. So it was difficult. And I can remember those videos. You can even see some of those videos. Like if you've seen the videos where they're kind of dry or they don't really seem to have a point or I ramble, it's because I haven't made videos in a long time and I had to get back into the flow of things. Now the more recent videos you can see, they're super organized. Even these live videos, you can see it. It's just easier for me to kind of extemporaneously off the top speak. It's because I'm doing it a lot. So in your case, if you're struggling with, for example, writing a lot of bars quickly, you're probably either not writing consistently enough or you're not experimenting enough. But 90% of the time, when I coach an artist or, talk to an artist and they're like, it's in my head, but I can't put it down, I'm usually like, how much are you writing? How often are you writing? and they're usually pretty much, oh well, like 2 to 3 times a week. And it's like, dog, like your brain ain't gonna be able to really push push for those 2 to 3 songs per session you need to be in this industry and keep up with some of these fast track artists. If you're doing it like 2 to 3 times a week, you need to be doing it every day. So hopefully that helps. Um, Keep the questions rolling. If I don't catch y'all can ask them multiple times. If you ask a question multiple times that's not useful, I might call you out. Yeah, we got like 40 plus people in here. Hit me with some likes, yo. Um, Hit me with some likes. Yeah, the dude says it's hard to get out on paper. Well, that's just you not writing them on paper again. Um, what's the best way to get noticed by a record label? You don't necessarily need to get noticed by a record label. You can own your own, you can start your own thing. I would suggest by first picking up our free book where we talk about recording an album from home that will transition you to full time. I never had to be on a record label to travel the world, do music full time, live in Los Angeles. The record label thing is not necessary. So be sure to check our free book. I'll put it in the video description. Additionally, we do have a playlist called How to Promote Your Music. It's like 40 videos about that. You'll obviously get noticed if you follow all of those. So uh, there's that. I'm 23. Am I late? I see this dude. All right, Boris. I see you. I see you really hitting the question there. Um, I mean, dog. Like, first of all, if you are thinking I'm this age, can someone give me permission to do music or do this thing I say I'm passionate about? If you're, doing that, you're already starting from a bad place because you're starting from the permission seeking mindset when it comes to doing this. And when you're in permission seeking mode, like permission seeking mode, it's going to be really difficult to, have the motivation long term. You do this because you can't help it, right? You do this because it lowers your depression, right? So, I think it's more of a warning sign that you're thinking, no matter what age you are, like, can somebody tell me whether it's okay for me to do this? You know what I'm saying? Um, like think about spitting at a girl, approaching a girl, right? Assuming she's of age, right? Which you need to follow that. No R. Kelly, please. But if you see a girl and you think, well, is she gonna like me if I'm not this age? Like, you're not gonna have the balls to really spit the good game to get her already because you're too nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll try, but I'm really nervous because of my age. You know what I'm saying? Like that permission seeking mindset. Now to answer the question directly, no, the baby blew up recently this year, but the clock's ticking because it's a younger game. And, I can tell you the people in the industry out here in LA, a lot of, what I mean? Most of my little industry homies is like, yo, find me a 18-year-old, find me a 19-year-old, find me a 20-year-old rapper, right? We ain't talking about girls still, pervert. We talk about rappers. They're like, yo, find me like, what I'm saying, somebody 18, 19, 20. So time's ticking, but there are, of course, examples of rappers who blow up 23, 24, 25. So you're cool. What else we got? What else we got? Yeah, so I see that one dude. Anybody who's spamming, I'm just gonna, oh, you can put the user on timeout. So I'm gonna put you on timeout. The person who asking how to rap to beats, check out our rap flow techniques playlist, right? It's a playlist. I'll put it in the video description box. Check that out because we explained that. How to decide flows, same thing. We have a playlist that answers that. Karanian Devil, I answer your question. KUR Software, I answer your question. If you keep spamming, I will ban you. How many times should I freestyle on the same beat um, per day? I would, you know what I do is make a playlist of beats to freestyle to that are like, let's say 10 beats, and then shuffle them. And so freestyle to that playlist every day. Um, either like a couple beats or work until you can go through 10 beats in a row and shuffle them. So they might be the same beats, make sure they're different styles, like genres. So you might have a trap beat, DJ Premier beat, Dr. Dre beat, etc., and shuffle them. But don't just freestyle to the same beat. That will do that. Somebody keeps asking about YouTube ads for music promotion. Um, I've never tried that. I haven't even tried YouTube ads yet, even though I run a channel that might, like, how to rap would probably benefit from YouTube ads. But I'm not, I wouldn't want to tell you something that I haven't tried myself. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to just try to look like the guru out here. Um, yeah, yeah, this K or Sopra dude, you asking the most simple, direct questions. You might get banned. He asked, how to rap to beats, does my voice matter? Like, yes, dog, your voice matters. You get one more question, Mr. Captain Obvious, right? You get one more Captain Obvious question. All right. I love it. All right, let's see what else. Will I be doing more songs from scratch videos? Yes, I will. I want to start collaborating with producers um, on that, right? So I want to find, if y'all know any producers. Sorry, I'm like muting somebody. You getting muted, dog? You about to get muted? Asking them silly questions, brother. All right. So as far as the songs from scratch, yeah, I'm gonna do them. I just want to find some producers that I can do them where the videos won't get flagged. I've been getting hit up by producers. If anybody watching this, if y'all are producers or you got friends who make beats and all that kind of good stuff, hit me up. But they will be coming. Just been working on getting y'all, making sure the daily video grind is up there. Somebody keeps asking, what do you keep asking here? What makes me want to rap? I don't know, man. I just love rap music and I love doing things that inspire me. That's why I love YouTube videos. That's why I do YouTube videos. So Israel Rise. Israel asking good questions out here, bro. Israel Rise, shout out. Do you write a song start to finish or do you have rough drafts and evolve the song? I personally usually write them start to finish, but there are many examples of doing rough drafts. Um, especially if it's a sing-songy type track where you're thinking of melodies and melody is as important as the lyrics. Often you will want to do rough drafts because you might have the melody, but you know what I mean, you're rough drafting the lyrics. Psychic Gamer, band swag. You getting when I say band, by the way, y'all, I just mean user on timeout. That's all that means. All right. I love my fans, but if you had some silly stuff, the dude kept asking, what makes you want to rap? And then I answered it, and I'm like, oh, you getting muted, dog. Um, how do you get plays on your music if you're not that popular in school or your city? Um, Man, that's hard, dog, because I wish there was like a network of computers that were all around the world where you could put your music online, right, on the network of computers so that you wouldn't have to worry about your school or your city. And if you could put your music on that network of computers all around the world where there's like billions of people on it, if that existed, then you wouldn't have to worry so much about your school or your city. Only, only if there was that network of computers, right? Um, would you be down to listen to a mixtape and judge it? And blah blah blah. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna have like a coaching option, right? And I really, by the way, y'all, I would really like to have some kind of listening to your songs live stream. The issue with YouTube is that I can't save that, right? And I got to use my computer to do it, but I am working on it. So there will be eventually an option. Just give me like a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot going on. Um, so just stay tuned for that. Make sure that you're, part of the notification gang and all that. How long is Real Rise? Great questions. How long per day do you advise writing? Because I tend to get burned out in an hour and a half or so. All right, great question. If you're writing nonstop for an hour and a half straight with no breaks or nothing, yeah, that might burn you out a little bit, especially if you ain't using extracurricular stuff. Um, but you should be recording that, right? So if you can write for an hour and a half nonstop, write your first verse, which should only take, if you write that often, 30 minutes, record that verse, then write the chorus, record that, right? Like, don't just sit and write. You'll get burned out that way. You want to chop it up and make songs, right? So with that hour and a half, and then challenge yourself. Do some of the stuff we did where a song from scratch. Try to make a song from scratch in 2 hours. If you're sitting writing for an hour and a half, you could probably damn near make a whole song in an hour if you're including recording. So that's what I would say is switch it up. Even with the how to rap stuff. I write the article, then I shoot the video, then I edit the video, then I post the video, right? I'm not just writing articles and then, writing 10 articles a day and then shooting 10 articles in a day and then editing 10 article videos in a day. Like that would burn me out. So, workflow, as they call it. That's the easiest way to do it. Hit me with some likes, baby. We got like 50 people in here. I got 24 likes. I want my like ratio rocking with my people ratio. I appreciate everybody who came through. You know what I'm saying? Um, really appreciate it. Um, by the way, let's just take a quick break to remind y'all that we have a free three course bundle. We talk a lot about it. This is where you're going to get the top 20 songwriting secrets of full-time rappers. That's a totally free course, audiobook, video course. You can also get our totally free self-made classic, How to Drop a Great Project on a Tight Budget, where it'll teach you how to record an album from home so you can go full-time. And then our Travel Anywhere studio booklet, what will tell you exactly what to buy so you can record your music anywhere. It's the same stuff that I used when I traveled around the world last year, recording many songs with it. So I will put that in the video description box below. For all y'all, it's totally free because I love y'all. And that is the reminder. What's up? What else y'all got? Is it better to record all your verses in one take or split it 4 to 8 bars per rec or so? Um, I mean, dude, 99% of rap these days is recorded, 4, even 2 bars at a time. That's known as punching in, right? Um, if you could do it in one take, you could try it, but I feel like you'd be putting more work for yourself than you need to. So for me, I'd say split it up. What do I think about using a metronome for learning how to rap? Could be cool, worth an experiment. I would do it, in the sense, especially if I was just learning, like how many flows could I make up just to this metronome? But I did not learn how to rap with a metronome. I don't know anyone who has, so you don't need to, but it could be cool. Could be a good way to practice speeding up flows and performing the same verse at different tempos, things like that. I loved your Migos flow video. Appreciate that. Any tips on catch new flows? We have an entire playlist, Rap Flow Techniques, which goes through those, but I will also be dropping more flow stuff very soon. What up? What up? I saw your one question, dog. I don't know, Elliot. I don't know who Joey Nato is, so you can keep asking, but I don't know who that is, so I don't have an answer to that. In your opinion, how often should I release music? Um, if I was trying to get in the game, I'd release a single a week personally until people like it. That's just me. What do I think about writing a hook first or a verse first? That depends on the song. Depends on the song. But I usually, in this era, put the hook first as far as where I place it. But as far as writing, it depends. What DAW do I use? Fruity Loops and Pro Tools. Depends on specific. I become really repetitive when I freestyle. Is a way to stop that. We have an entire playlist about called How to Freestyle where we break that down really in depth. So I will put that in the video description so you can see hours of free content on that particular issue. Keep them coming, baby. I want them likes. Smash them likes. Hey, we gonna rock for 30 minutes. So we got 9 more minutes. Keep them coming. You know, one thing bugging me is so many talented freestyle artists. I'm all about lyrics personally. Freestyling is dope. Write songs or freestyle songs. It's not an either or. You do both. You know what I'm saying? Freestyling is a great way to open up your mind, stretch your creative muscles, be prepared to rap whenever somebody asks. It's super fun. It's less stressful than sitting down to write. You know, uh, where can I find your music? SoundCloud.com/How to Rap Drew. I have some of the older songs I've done. This year has been more about coaching, but I'll certainly be doing more music. But you can hear some of my tracks there. Um, keep them coming, baby. Where them likes, right? I want my likes. I want my likes. How can I promote my album? Again, I'll point you to the How to Promote Your Music Online um, playlist. Opinions on Billie Eilish. Love her music. I think she's got a great voice. She was one of the artists whose album I was really excited to come out. Um, I'm not one of these. I'm not like limited to rap as a music fan. I like a lot of pop music. I like a lot of rock music. Like a lot of R&B. Um, I'm a mainstream music fan. That's the kind of music I like. So I like, my favorite rappers are mostly mainstream artists. My favorite other genres are mostly mainstream. So Billie Eilish is super cool, creative pop music to me, and I enjoy her music quite a bit. Does the free course thing require a credit card? No. So what happens when you sign up for those courses is you get taken to info about our 6-week development course, right? So you sign up, and then all the courses are sent to your email inbox, and then you get taken to information about our paid course, which is like an in-depth, like 20-hour paid course. But you don't have to buy that course. It's just an information on it. You get all the free courses that I break down for y'all in your email inbox. So that's why that is. Keep them coming, baby. Should la 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 la. Should you carry out a rhyme scheme for 4 whole bars? And if you don't, what's a good way to transition to another scheme? Um, with that, the first part of that question, it's like, well, have you heard good rappers not carry it for 4 bars? You know what I mean? Like, if you've heard good rappers not do it, then you don't have to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? So no, you don't need to carry it for 4 bars. Um, as far as good transitions, 1, 2, 3 rhyme. So the end of each bar, if a bar's length is the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and usually the rhyming word comes on the 4, right? I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven, right? And then heaven is the rhyme. Then the best time to switch it is in twos, right? So 1, 2, 3. Hi, my name is Drew, and I land on the 4. When I spit raps, I'm gonna do it more, all right? So that's 4, and now I want to switch the rhyme scheme. So the next 4 count, and bar 3 could be another. Hi, my name is Drew, and I'm rhyming on the 4, blah 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 blah. More. Now I can switch the rhyme scheme here. Don't drink any more beers, whatever. How to come up with good cadence, rap flow techniques playlist. We discussed that. I will link you to it. Yo, yo, yo. Do we have a course for songwriting and how to brainstorm good verses? Yes. As I mentioned quite a bit, songwriting course, free songwriting course is one of our main things that we're offering for free. So just look at the video description. After I post this video, you'll see that. Yeah. So we got 4 more minutes left. You know, we'll take like 5 more questions. What's your opinion on battle rap? Love it. Battle rap is the truth. I love King of the Dot. I love URL. I used to be a fan of battle rap back to the jump off days. You know what I'm saying? So back to what was it? So jump off. And then after that, it was grind time now, right? Something like that. So I'm a big fan of all that. I mess with that. Let's take a few more questions. Some of these questions, y'all, like it's like either that is like an entire like some of these questions, I'm like, that's an entire section of rap. Like how do I improve my flow? Like I point y'all to the playlist because you know what I mean? I answer it better in a broken down video. Um, what else? What else? Let's take 3 more questions. How much money do you make from streams? We have a video where we break that down. We just released it. Best advice on mic performance. We have a video where we break that down. I will link y'all to it. Come on. Keep them coming. Thanks. Real reason. I appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that. Should I limit my vocab in order to be a little more mainstream to attract more diverse fans? Definitely simpler vocab is going to help you, you know, get more fans, at least as far as mainstream is concerned. The way I personally do it is on the singles, the things for the mass audience. I keep my my vocabulary really simple. But on like the bars, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll flow. You know what I'm saying? You can obviously continue to have great vocab. All right, I'm gonna take one more. One more, make it good. If I'm not answering your question, ask a better one. Mom, we got 40 people in this joint. I know we got a good one. Appreciate that. UXP Gaming, mad love to India. What's that sticking from my ears? That is AirPods, right? That's the way you can hear me. What are good programs for making beats? Fruity Loops. What, Ableton? I don't know. I don't make beats. I love when people ask me, like, how do I make beats? Where's the beach? I'm like, dog, I never said in any other rap video ever, yo, that's how you make them beats, yo. Like, it's scary. I'm like, you try and get into the industry and you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be hard to get into the industry and run a full-time business if you just, you know what I mean, if people that don't even say they're good at something, that you're just like, I think they do. How do you get better at melodies? I'll make a video on that. I can't explain that right now. All right. How do I get a manager? I'm gonna end with this one because we do have a video on this as well. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna put um like a whole like timestamps with these questions. And so a lot of these questions where I'm like, yo, we have a video on that. I'll just put it in the video description. Just give me, if you're watching this live, give me like a couple hours. If you're watching this later on, you'll obviously have the benefit of seeing them. So yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I really appreciate it. Mad love to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody who is watching this later on as well. On to our regular daily videos as well. Appreciate this. And yeah, y'all have a good night. I really appreciate it, y'all. See y'all on the next one.